but he's the only one that does.
Yeah, it all fell apart from there, and that happened so quick.
So Mirage is where we go for the best of one. Crad will head over toward the apartment position. Ball, meanwhile, back at the A ramp. It was dinked. Was it a dink? I thought I heard the dink noise. He doesn't even have a helmet on. What did I hear that was that loud? Either way, I mean, my ears are just crazy. Maybe Nico's crazy with his aim now. He's getting dinks, but without helmets, they are just clean kills, straight up with the USP and the pistol rounds. And that means that they have the two-man advantage. The rotation, the underpass play, that sort of two-man split that they sent off to try and boost up, finally gets in position, and Forrester needs these kills. He doesn't get them quick enough, expects that there's still more inside of the site, wants to help his team, but the Glock at that range is nothing against a USP. Although Jax still manages to find two. Crag got one in the middle, so it's not a perfectly clean round, but four stay alive, and G2 win the round.
For the buy in this round, we're sitting around $12,000. They're rich.
It is still 230. That's pretty good.
We'll take it. Yeah, getting that ace helps, obviously.
Sure, yeah.
Hunter, deep Molotov through the smoke. Entropic has taken a very fast-paced mid-control. And surely those footsteps from Forrester would be heard. That one has made it underneath the window. As an 8 is dropped out close, but not a whole lot of damage done. Jax finds a kill and traded through the smoke. That's a Krieg from Crad.
A Crag? Krieg.
What is, did you ever, what is it? The Legend of the Hidden Temple, that old Nickelodeon show? They had the Ultra Crag was like the final obstacle you have to make it through.
Interesting, yeah.
Not that it really applies here in any reasonable way.
Sorry, Jason, not all of us are 40 years old and remember those children's shows.
That show is legit.
Pretty sure you're only like a year older than me, so whatever. Both a bunch of boomers. Hunter's taken down by Forrester. His head removed by an AK that was coming out from the underpass. And that'll open up window. They'll resmoke it because they don't want what to happen, or a repeat of what happened in the last round, I should say, or 2 rounds ago now, I suppose, from Nico with the ace. That's where it all started, by getting flashed back into middle. Meanwhile, over at the B side of the map. From the apartments, a Molotov will go into the site, and that's been heard. Nico's going to rotate over, but they are late getting there. However, even though Nico's late, he gets inside of the site. Still has Almanac on catwalk. Good flash from Nickelback. Almanac rendered useless on the AWP, but do they know that Nico's gotten here? And Forrester's going to try and lurk through this super long rotation right now for Nexa, which means Nico needs to stay alive. That's why he wasn't peeking, why he wasn't being aggressive. But unfortunately, he is found out by Nickelback. Not, as we know. And the fact that the bomb is still in T-spawn and held right now by Nickelback. They don't have any information on the ramp. Presumably, he's just sitting there to get utility in position for his teammates. But I say that he doesn't have a smoke. I thought maybe he was going to try and put the late smoke out, and then that way that would give them one more for a late mid take or a B hit. But instead, he's just hanging out, waiting for a call. He's going to go to Palace as well, so no one taking A main as of yet. And a little bit of a boost to get them on the box. Wasn't really a full inertia-based run boost, but it still got him above the smokes in mid. I love reverse firebox. Nico's not really tucked against the box, but man, it's, I guarantee you once, do it in matchmaking, and I guarantee you at least one round you're going to get like a trigger discipline moment playing in that position.
It's a filthy little off angle.
I love it.
It certainly is, especially.
I love it because I suck, so I play that and I get like a 3-can. It's like, yeah, boys, I'm sick.
Yeah,
I'm the best.
It's easy kills in matchmaking.
Yep.
Hunter. Ooh, sweet Jesus. That was a small pixel. Nades raining in. Nico's out in the open. Wow, okay. Lackey with 2 quick kills through the smoke. Nexa cannot respond quick enough. Up over the top is Crad, and very, very quickly G2 get punched out of this round. It's going to be 6-6.
And this is all stemmed from the back of that timeout. Remember, it was 5-1, and we saw the timeout call.
Yeah.
And Hooch and the boys started chatting this over, and hey, fair play to them. That's a good mental composure.
G2, and then it was a 8-1 run before G2 closes out that first half with a round win. Now we switch sides, obviously. And a standard B exec on the pistol. Lackey's going to get the initial intention, and Almanac gets exposed, and he wanted that kill. He saw the advantage, but he didn't know Nexa was going to shut him down first. Elian tapping away. He falls to the P250 on Jax, but there's one hiding in the site. Again, traded from G2 as they make their way. Nickelback and Crad going to go for an early retake, going for shock portion of shock and awe. And even Nickelback's going to be spotted out as he turns into the site. Can't find the kills, and it's all going G2's way.
It is. And it's on to Crad. He's going to try and do something with this. We see it in the background. The X-ray of Nico that's even going to get behind him, and he makes no mistake in taking him down. Took him a few shots with the Glock, but it's now
led to some of their more disappointing results. Here they're sitting up with a 4-round lead. Again, the op at Elian's hands. Again, a full buy for Entropic, so we'll test it one more time. Fast pace towards mid. There is a player that's dropped down. That's Lackey, and Jax already knows one is stuck in connector. Elian is just dealing out death. 2 kills. They can't handle him. They can't deal with him. And Hunter's out of ammunition. Elian's going to get away.
just barely. What an exchange. A brawl, a bloodbath. Hunter left on 8. Nickelback to hold the top side of the mid-connector. They've got the advantage on the Entropic side. It would be their first round of this half, having lost 5 now in succession. And Nickelback does not know, but Hunter is inside of that smoke, and he's extremely weak.
I like this play from Crad. He's saying, you guys have gotten 2 kills in mid. We know there's at least 2 more there. You've really, really thinned out whatever default G2 might be running. I'm going to investigate. Now, he hasn't cleared out Palace. Someone still could be there, so it is risky. And obviously, against the op, this could be a tough fight for him, but Omenek sees nothing. The timing on that is perfection for Entropic.
One of the 2 best players in the world, double back-to-back #1, in fact. ZywOo might be facing elimination quicker than he thought in this event. It's 12-12 on the B stream, just to keep you posted. EG showed up today, apparently.
Tell you what, there's a certain someone in the green room who's tearing his hair out right now watching that result. Maniac. What's up, brother?
He's got to be careful. His hair's starting to thin out a bit, too. Yeah, it might not be good for him.
I think he looks great.
He does look great. All right, I'm just being... Look, one day I'm going to end up bald, and all of these jokes are going to come back and get me. So I'm aware of what I am doing right now. This is the bet I am making for myself. Ilian takes down Hunter. Maybe I'll just pull a Gordon Ramsay and just get in insertions, you know? And they'll look for contact. They'll look for contact and no rotation. There's only 2 here. If they can actually sort this, it's a long rotation because they went for a stack in A. He thought he killed him and looked away, but Omenek does recover, but not in time because it meant Jax went down to him. In fact, I dare say he was almost better to continue on to bench rather than look backwards because he had him pinned. He had it ready to go, but he just didn't want his teammates to go down, and it's a 3-on-3. As I said, the long rotations, so bomb gets planted, and even though they're in checkers, they're not inside of the site yet.
The question is, if you're Entropic, do you want to go for this with Elian being that far away? He is coming to meet up, so yeah, they are actually going to attempt this retake. They've got 2 kits. They've got plenty of utility as well. This will be tough to hold off, and G2 desperately need this round.
Nickelback is ready to go. He slides in first. Nico's going to spot it, but again, he just can't catch the taps today, but it's fine. He's got the information for Nexa and Hunter, and Nexa to take out Crab this time as he gets the shot on top of the quad. And Ilian knows this one's too far gone, so what can he do economically? Well, miss a shot. That's a wasted bullet. That's expensive. He is dead. 4 HP. He's not going anywhere. Nexa confirms that. We're tied up again. 14-4. Maki has 19 kills. He's one of the ones holding the op, and Omenek on 21. He's looking more and more impressive and threatening in this game as he's tied up and caught up to Nico. In that regard, a lot of damage done to Nexa and Jax as they run through Molotovs. But they want into the site, they want it fast. They've got Crad down. It's not Nickelback in that position this time, but he is still going to make himself known as he pops out. Good hold from Hunter in middle. That catches out the rotation, and the pop flash still got thrown, but they couldn't do anything with it inside of the site, and Hunter, oh, he's elusive. He's gotten away from Nickelback, who thinks that he's actually therefore faded into the connector, and suddenly he's isolated himself outside of that smoke.
Yeah, well, I think that's good on Nickelback. I think he was just desperately trying to find safety. The problem really is for G2, they don't have, that's the final smoke. That's the last piece of utility. They need to get the bomb planted during this. Pop flash peek from Nickelback. This is a lot of pressure being applied by Entropic, and G2 don't feel comfortable moving forward. The HP on Nico and Jax is a worrying sign, and actually this round is going to be kept in play.
Yeah, that's a good catch because it looked like they'd done enough. The perimeter of the site was established, but they couldn't cross over, and they still had eyes on Catwalk as well. With all those smokes down, if they're keeping track as well on the CT side, they're going to know that they're out of those. They're going to know that they don't have any more options left as we get one more trade on the board, but it's going to be a bomb that rotates back through T-spawn, and that's made possible by Omenek and a deadly shot on Lackey.
He was legged as well. That had to be a first bullet headshot. I thought Lackey would have him dead to rights, and G2 have spun all the way around the map. Omenek has provided the opening needed. And oh man, Forrester, you're going to go for this. I think you need to pick up a kit on the way, but he's going in the wrong direction. He's going to have absolutely nothing else to work with than what he has on him at this moment. M4, no utility, no kit.
So Forrester with a very tough task to try and prevent this from being an overtime points against them rather than in their favor. Ooh, he's made noise, didn't get through the window as he jumped, and was it heard? They're quite far away. Don't think it was yet, but he doesn't have time to wait. He will put on the boots and stampede toward the site, and that is a cue for the Hunter to take down the Elephant. That's the one thing about this game as well, and it's almost symmetrical in that it was sort of a 5-round spread, then 2, then 1, and then a massive spread after that, where in which the economy was the biggest issue, but it's G2 that manages to break that trend and just get it back into their control in time. A lot of rounds being converted on the back means that it gets broken very quickly. How does Nickelback get away from that? Hunter's going to try and do exactly that and take him down as he pursues his prey, and
oh no,
Nico's got Crad. I think we might have the first map decided. G2, it is their map choice. So still a good showing from Entropic, as Nico will confirm it's all but done as Ilian goes down and Forrester. Yeah, I think you better try and find a tree to hug inside that forest.
Boys and girls, freeze time coming to an end. G2 taking a very close contest on Mirage, 16-14. Now heading into the second map, looking to close this out comfortably in 2-0 fashion and move on to the next stage, move on to the next round.
So, who would have thought these two teams would be battling for the 3-0 spot?
Yeah, right?
It's kind of incredible that one of them is going to get it. Nice little boost. I love that window boost at B. Give Hunter the aim and the angle, but it's over toward A that all the activity and action is happening. Smokes to go down to cover the cross, and an additional smoke deployed on the box to give Jax a bit more of an angle and a bit more time to live, to find kills. And that works out perfectly as he turns around as well to find one at Goose. Lackey's gone. It's his feathers plucked and another boost. Reverse elevator. Good headshot position, but you've got to hit the headshot. That's the harder part, apparently, as Hunter falls.
Oh, no.
And Forrester's in behind them, but Nico's been caught out because distracted to look at him. They're able to push this back. Suddenly the round turns. It's all on Nexa. This looked so promising when it started out with Lackey getting kills. Or rather, excuse me,
Jax.
with Jax getting kills. But he's the only one that does.
Yeah, it all fell apart from there. And that happened so quick. G2 trying to get cheeky with a little bit of a boost, find one more kill before the retake begins, and pick on Jax at the corner, but in terms of those big engagements, nothing of that sort quite yet. Two players pushing in the mid-round towards Catwalk. That's Nico and Amanek with the AWP going for a late boost to lower dark. Jax has found his kill out towards long. Fortunate spam through smoke. Ooh, and that defense, they felt the pressure. Good nade from Nico. They're going to come right through this smoke. Nico goes back for more, and he almost finds 2 kills. 4 HP on Forrester and Nickelback. The op is overkill, but, I mean, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Gets the job done, right? Ilian is down. Amanek holding off the angle. They were making sure it was working. I don't know if that's necessarily illegal input, because that would be it would be a technical pause if it wasn't. So it's worth it to just check it and get that out of the way so we don't have to slow things down. I'm not mad about that. I don't know about you, Jason. But it is Vitality that has forced out map 3 in their series. I believe it was 16-5 in the end. So Nico takes out Forrester. Now we're starting to see those mid pushes through the doors from the CT side. Saw it in the last round. He got all the way up to the top. Didn't pay off. This time he goes, oh, underneath. That is lovely from Nexa. Nico was full blind and dead if he was not there.
This new dynamic of this kind of a push from mid that's so safe is so much fun to watch on this map. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm loving it.
It's so small, but yet it's refreshed it so much, right?
It's enabled so much CT aggression that we didn't previously have. I think that's a lot of fun to watch. So, 2 players inside of the A bomb site. Jax is, ooh, he's going to have the op to contend with. He's got to hide. A lot of damage dealt. Nexa and Nico are just fine on HP, and they're rotating over as well. Jax now watching behind. This is weird, though, because this player has the bomb, Nickelback, and Jax can hear him, but he's getting pushed from behind. That communication somehow didn't come out, and Nexa, what's his decision? Fall back or get aggressive? Entropic, both players are waiting for this peak. Both players are waiting. It's immediate headshot, and that's a 5th round, a much-needed 5th round for Entropic. Get tested in a big way today.
Very much so, yeah. That's
Nip Navi and Malzents.
Well, we'll see how that goes. Nip Navi for sure, but yeah, Ents on Mouse could also be extremely close. Those are great matchups on paper. Crad, first shot through the smoke, takes Hunter down. Big gap in the smoke, by the way, because it was just the one of them. So Ilian tried to do something with that, but couldn't. It's still looking good for Entropic. Very good for Nickelback as he finds his 3rd inside of the smoke. The ramp completely obliterated, and things are now ramping up in the favor of Entropic because it's Amanek that's the last alive, and Nickelback's got 4. The eco really did change it because you would have had more momentum and potentially more rounds for Entropic. But that really kind of took that advantage away and gave it back to G2. And we'll see if they can do the same thing here. Nickelback is gone this time. Nico with the Deagle.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, this is looking all right now.
Yeah, now we're cooking with gas. They didn't even bring a whole lot into this. There's no armor. It's just Amanek with that scout, Nico with that Deagle. Nothing else, no utility, no armor whatsoever. And they're playing it on hard mode. They're going to go right at the bomb site that has 2 defenders. Forrester continues the spray, holds it down, but Nico's got another one. And now Krad's out in the open. And man, G2, these second rounds are looking real nice. Maybe they just, shouldn't win pistols from now on.
That's actually ridiculous that both times they won the force buy in the next. That's the position for Forrester, and it's Lackey that wants to distract to make that relevant, to make that work in their favor. Zomina goes, he spots the first. Lackey down, and they're going to check it. AK, but it's Forrester that gets the kill. Be careful. Be very careful. Next is there, and thankfully gets Forrester because the AWP would have been the next in line otherwise. And that could have been a double kill for the CZ75, and guns picked up as a result. But Nico is going to try and lurk late catch rotations. We've seen him try this before already once, have we not? But they got inside of the site instead. Bomb gets planted. And they're expecting almost a flank. Look at them staring backwards. This is buying too much time. Entropic can't afford this right now. This is the map and the series on the line.
Well, they don't really have anything to go for this retake. No kit, only 1 flashbang. This is going to be very, very tough. And yeah, you're exactly right. This is for a playoff spot. And it's going to be going to G2, 16-8. A nice, emphatic victory for the G2 side of things after a very, very close Mirage. They dominate on Entropic's map pick, but still an admirable fight from Entropiq.